Welcome back, everybody, to the New York Knicks, my NBA franchise here on NBA 2K23. Today, our Knicks had the opportunity to win an NBA championship for the first time in over half a century. It's been a really interesting final so far. We've had some bad losses. We've had some really close wins, with Games 2 and Game 3 being won by us in overtime. And that brought us to a pivotal Game 5 in the last episode, which we ended up winning 86-79. As the score suggests, it was a defensive slugfest. Both teams really struggled on offense. Both teams only shot 40% from the field. Our three-point shooting was spotty at best, but even that was better than the Rockets, who probably made 2 three-pointers in the first 3.5 quarters before getting a few to fall towards the end. Both offenses were abysmal in this game. Outside of Green and Henderson, the rest of the Rockets team went 0 for 14 from beyond the arc. But you do have to give a lot of credit to both of these defenses. In the finals, you're going to see more intensity, especially on the defensive end of the floor. This is not a regular season game in early December. This is the finals where everybody locks in, especially, again, on the defensive end of the floor. And that was exactly the case for us. As you look at our box score, the most notable thing is going to be some of these minutes. Cam Reddish only played 1 minute before he sprained his wrist. It's not a long-term injury. He'll be better in like a week. But we don't have a week to go in the NBA Finals. We have at most 2 more games, so he will not return. And because of that, Zachariah Royster literally played damn near the whole game. Royster was in for all but about 30 seconds, and Jason Tatum only sat for a few minutes in the third quarter. So we're going to change up the lineup a little bit here without Cam Reddish the rest of the way. And what I'm going to do might be a slightly controversial decision, but I think this is the best way to stagger our minutes between the big men. So Jason Tatum will slide back to the 5, Khalif Dumbu will start at the 4, and Zachariah Royster will come off the bench. Cam Reddish has been our backup 5 through the NBA Finals, but now that we don't have him available and we don't really have anybody else who can play center, we need Royster to start with the second unit. He's still going to play a lot. His minutes really are going to be unchanged, but we're going to need him in this role. The Knicks have had to pretty much change their lineups and their positional philosophy within the front court throughout every playoff series because there's been a new player injured. First it was Royster, then it was Tatum, then it was Buddy Johnson, and now it's Cam Reddish. But nonetheless, there's obviously a lot more at stake than that. We've got Game 6 of the NBA Finals here at Madison Square Garden. The Knicks have an opportunity to win their first NBA title in over 50 years, and they get an opportunity to do it in front of their home crowd at the Mecca of basketball. The Knicks are, of course, changing their starting lineup for the first time in the Finals, going with DiCarlo, Ramses, Edwards, Dumbu, and Tatum. As for the Rockets, they're going to stick with what they've been going with. Anthony Davis will remain at the 5 over Onyeka Okongwu. Let's not waste any more time and hop right on into it. The tip-off between Davis and Tatum will go to Anthony Davis, and Game 6 of the Finals is underway. Can the New York Knicks win a championship? Let's find out. The Rockets are going to go right to Smith, guarded by Dumbu, and he will make the hook shot. I'm really curious about that matchup because Dumbu is able to size up nicely defensively on bigger players, as we've seen throughout the playoffs. But I'm curious to see how much they go to Smith. Off the steal, Lonzo Ball up with the slam. Good start here in the opening minute for the Rockets. We know the Knicks really struggle early in games. That's how it's been throughout the entire playoffs. So fittingly, they already trail 6-0. Off an inbound, Tatum looking forward in the corner, tries to get some room. Lets it fly for 3, and it is good. Jason Tatum puts the Knicks on the board. Here's Anthony Edwards with it. Blows by the defender. He's in for the slam. Anthony Edwards with a big-time jam, and it's now 5-6. Lonzo off the screen. Heads inside, and he will connect with Jabari Smith, who makes the layup. Again, Smith looking active early. The Rockets really trying to take advantage of the size mismatch. Lonzo Ball inside, no good. Nice defensive play by Cesar DiCarlo. He gets it over to Ramses. Ramses to Dumbu. His pass is then tipped and intercepted by Jabari Smith. On the other end, Davis to Jalen Green, who's up with the dunk. Good transition offense, good passing by the Rockets. Dumbu thinks about the shot, doesn't take. Hands it off for DJ Ramses, who lets it fly for 3. The Knicks hit their first 2 triples of the game. I've got to say, both offenses look significantly better than they ever did in Game 5. DiCarlo rips it away off the steal in transition now, Anthony Edwards with it. Tries to make a play inside. He's trapped. Gets it over to Tatum. Step back. His shot is good. Tatum knocks down the step back three. And the Knicks take an 11-10 lead. Edwards inside for Khalif Dimbu. Nice pass over to Tatum. Dimbu could have gone for the layup inside, but he saw two defenders near him, so he's going to make the open pass. The Knicks now up by 3. New York on an 8-0 run as the Rockets are going to go back to the mismatch. Smith guarded by Dimbu. Anthony Edwards' shot is no good. He flops to the floor. I don't think he was touched at all, so obviously no foul. Luckily, he's okay. And then on the other end, Jalen Green knocks down the 3. And the Rockets get the lead back. 15-13, second unit starting to check into the game here for the Knicks. Anthony Edwards over to Damian Lillard. The veteran point guard hoping to finally win a championship here at 36 years old. He's got the opportunity to do it tonight. Henderson for 3. It's good. Both teams are 3 for 4 so far from deep after really struggling to shoot the ball in Game 5. Anthony Edwards with a great move inside for the dunk. I feel like Anthony Edwards is going to be one of the X factors tonight. If he can really get rolling offensively, that'd be a big deal. Off the Rams' miss. Royster with the offensive rebound and the putback. Even with Zachariah Royster not starting, he's going to be playing a lot in this game. Expect him to have a big role. What a shot by J.J. Henderson, and the Rockets are just shooting the ball so much better than they did in Game 5. They look like a completely new offense. 23-19, Buddy Johnson out of bounds. The rookie continues his NBA Finals struggles, and the Knicks offense is starting to cool off after a pretty good start. Just a couple of baskets within the last few minutes. The Rockets are going to take advantage of this run as Jalen Smith makes the layup. 25-19 now. Rams is with it. Tries to get some space over to Zachariah Royster. He's in with the slam. A powerful dunk for the big man, Zachariah Royster. It's now 25-21. Royster with it. Trying to make a play here with about 30 seconds left in the quarter. He connects with Ramses, who knocks down his second 3 of the game. DJ Ramses brings the lead to 1. 25-24. Here's Henderson. Looks to go inside, and he will float in the layup. Nice play by J.J. Henderson, and it's 27-24. Just a few more seconds left in the quarter. Knicks looking to get one more shot off. Here's DJ Ramses off the screen for 3. No good. And the Rockets will hold on to their lead through 1. 27-24, your score as we move into the second. Here's DiCarlo with the screen. DiCarlo drives inside. He has an open man on the wing. It's Buddy Johnson, the rookie, who hits the 3. Buddy Johnson finally with his first NBA Finals bucket. Henderson, step back. What a move. Misses the shot, but Jalen Smith is there for the putback. That'll put the Rockets right back ahead. 29-27 now. DiCarlo keeps it himself. Inside, he makes the layup with his left hand. And Cesar DiCarlo is on the board. I think he's also going to be an X factor in this game. If DiCarlo is aggressive offensively and efficient, that would be a big deal. Nice cut by J.J. Henderson to the basket. That'll put the Rockets right back ahead. 31-29, DiCarlo with it, looking for the screen. DiCarlo gets some space, lets it fly. The Italian Stallion knocks down the 3. New York takes the lead, 32-31. Lonzo gets it over to Jalen Smith, the big man. He can shoot it. Puts the Rockets back ahead, 34-32 now. Buddy Johnson thinks about the shot, doesn't take it. Over to Tatum, to DiCarlo again. Hits another one. Cesar DiCarlo takes advantage of the size mismatch being guarded by the short Kira Lewis. He's got 8. Tatum steals it away. DiCarlo with a dime for Khalif Dimbu. The Knicks are on fire, aided by some phenomenal offense from Cesar DiCarlo, whether it's scoring the ball or passing it. Edwards, fadeaway is good, and the Knicks are ahead by 6. What a big run here early in the second quarter for New York on the offensive end of the floor. Anthony Davis with a nice move inside. That'll cut the lead down to 4. Look at this size mismatch. Royster misses it, though. He was guarded by Kira Lewis, who's a good foot smaller than him. Off the miss. Anthony Davis is up with the slam, and the Rockets cut the lead in half. They are now only down by 2. Wide open 3 for Edwards. Got to make that. That's such a good look. Now the Rockets can tie or take the lead. It's Jalen Green inside for Jabari Smith, who throws down the dunk, and we are knotted at 40. Credit to Houston for quickly clapping back after a nice Knicks run. We'll see if the Rockets can extend the run and take the lead. Lonzo Ball with it. Nice move inside. Pull-up jumper is good. And the Rockets are ahead. Houston has scored the last 8 points, and the Knicks are in desperate need of the bucket. They're going to hand it off to Anthony Edwards in the corner, who knocks down the three with the assist by DJ. The Knicks are in takeover mode. What an opportunity to build up that lead back as Anthony Davis puts the Rockets back ahead. So it's 44-43 now. Lillard over to Ramses. Ramses looks to drive inside. Step back. Thinks about the shot. Won't take it. Drives by Green. And Ramses dunks it home on Davis. The Knicks are back ahead. Both teams passing around the lead in what has been an ultra-competitive Game 6 of the Finals. Green puts the Rockets back ahead. He makes the midi 46-45. Jabari Smith, no good. Nice defense by Zachariah Royster. The Knicks are out of takeover mode with a whole 2 points to show for it. But they'll quickly score right after. Anthony Edwards with the dunk. And the Knicks are back ahead. 46-47 with a minute and a half left to go in the first half. Jalen Green with some room for three and the lead. The Rockets are back on top. 49-47 now. Here's Buddy Johnson inside. Buddy Johnson, the rookie, when in doubt, grab a buddy. 49-49 with a minute left to go in the half. Green with the screen, lets it fly, and it's good. Another three ball for Jalen Green, and the Rockets are back ahead, 52-49. Jason Tatum looking to answer right back as he sinks a deep three-pointer, 52-52. Here's Green with the screen again, passes it out to J.J. Henderson. The shot rattles in, nice little shooter's touch, and the Rockets are back up by three. Royster sets the screen for Lillard. Lillard inside, the big man, Royster, who gets the dunk. It's a 1-point game now with about 10 seconds left in the half. Jalen Green with it inside, gets it over to Lonzo Ball. He'll make the mid-ranger, 5.8 seconds left. It's a 3-point game, and the Knicks are likely to get one more shot here before the end of the half. It's in the hands of DJ Ramses. He's got to get it off quickly. Step back at the buzzer. Good look, and it's no good. 57-54, really competitive game up to this point. The Rockets do have the lead over the Knicks. Both offenses have been significantly better today than they were in Game 5. Both teams are shooting the ball better. They've both been more careful with the ball, and that has led to what has been a very competitive game. Jason Tatum with 11, Jalen Green with 15. Got to keep the shooting up here in the second half. We need Tatum, Edwards, and Ramses to really take over as scorers. The Knicks are 10 of 16 from three. The Rockets are 7 of 13, both over 50%. I'm not expecting either of those to hold up. Both teams have been about even in the glass and with the turnover margin. So I think whichever team is able to successfully navigate the turnover margin will be in a good spot to win this game. Jabari Smith with the layup, 5-point game for the Rockets. Here's Ramses inside, hits the contested shot. Ramses, Edwards, and Tatum are all in the double figures here in Game 6. 59-56. Jaden Lewis-Cameron, no good for three. Ball is tipped into the hands of Anthony Davis, who dunks it home on Rock Khalif Dimbu. Good defensive effort by Dimbu. There wasn't really a whole lot he could do. Hey, that rhymed. 61-56. Jalen Green with it. Shot clock winding down. Green for three. Hits it. The Rockets with their biggest lead of the night at 8, and they're in takeover mode. The Rockets can really do some damage to this lead. Knicks got to get some shots in. There's a nice play. Dimbu with the mid-ranger off the assist by DiCarlo. Following possession, DiCarlo in the corner. He's 2 for 2 from three. Why not hammer another one? Cesar DiCarlo is having himself a night. 4 for 4 from the field, 3 for 3 from deep. He's got to keep shooting the ball. Don't be afraid. Jabari Smith hits the hook shot. Rockets back ahead by 5. DiCarlo with it once more. Mid-ranger on the move is not good for his first miss of the game. Here comes the Rockets in transition. Kira Lewis Jr. makes the heavily contested layup, and the Rockets are ahead by 7. Following New York possession with around 6 minutes left in the third, it's back in the hands of Cesar DiCarlo. Another mid-ranger on the move. This time he hits it. 13, 4, and 3, doing a little bit of everything. I've loved to see him be aggressive and efficient as a scorer. The Knicks now with 4 players here in the double figures. Jalen Green makes the layup. The Rockets now up by 9, their new biggest lead of the game. Knicks got to get a shot off here quickly. There's not a lot of time left, and they're not even really going to get a shot off. The offense has cooled off over these last few minutes, minus a few nice plays by Cesar DiCarlo. They're not getting much going. The Rockets can take a double-digit lead now, and they will. J.J. Henderson hits the midi, 74-63. The Knicks got to get something going. The offense has really not played well. The defense also has looked worse here in the second half. Nice shot on the move by DJ Ramses. 9-point game now. Jaden Lewis-Cameron off the screen. Heaves up a prayer. No good off the back iron. Tatum with the board, and here comes the Knicks. Tatum wide open lane. Throws it down. Jason Tatum with the dunk. It's a 7-point game here in favor of the Rockets. Ramses now gets fouled, and the reason why that play is significant is because we have not had any free throws from either team all night long. These are literally the first 3 throws of the game, and there's less than 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Funny enough, on the next Rockets possession, Onyeka Okongwu would be fouled by Tatum. Final seconds of the quarter, 77-70. Here's Tatum. Knocks down the 3. Good shot by Tatum off the assist by Cesar DiCarlo. Final seconds of the third quarter now. Jalen Green inside. Tough defense by Royster. He is no good. That was not a great quarter, but the Knicks were able to battle back. They're only down by 4. So the objective here in the fourth quarter is pretty simple. If the Knicks play some good basketball over the next 10 minutes, they will be the NBA champions. Not a great start. Jalen Green hits the mid-ranger. 79-73. Here's Dumbu off the screen. Dumbu looking to get Tatum open on the wing for 3. Bang! It's a one-score game off the 3 ball by Jason Tatum. 79-76. Lonzo Ball lobs it up for Jabari Smith. Nice move. And the Rockets are back ahead by 5. Here's DiCarlo with it off the screen. Cesar DiCarlo takes it himself to the rack. He continues to play an awesome game, really on both ends of the floor. I know I've been glowing about his offense tonight, but his defense throughout really the entirety of the finals has been phenomenal. DiCarlo in the corner for Khalif Dumbu. We are tied at 81. The Knicks can now take the lead. DiCarlo out to Tatum on the move. Got it! Tatum now with 21 points, and the New York Knicks are winning here in the fourth quarter of Game 6. Henderson misses the 3. Offensive rebound and putback is good, though, and we are tied up thanks to the putback by Onyeka Okongwu. Knotted up at 83. Here's Royster at the top of the key. He lets it fly. Way to trust your shooter. Good pass by DiCarlo and a big-time shot by Zachariah Royster. Dumbu hands it off to DiCarlo. Another one? Yes, sir! Cesar DiCarlo is 4 for 4 from 3. He's got 18 and 8. He's been the best player on the floor, arguably, through the entire game. Nice step back by Anthony Davis. Beats the shot clock. 2-point game in favor of the Knicks. Green drives inside over to Lonzo Ball. Ball sends it over to Davis. Back to Green. Davis looks to drive inside, and he throws it down! A ferocious poster by Anthony Davis, annihilating Zachariah Royster off the lob. Smith for 3 now. He hits it, and the Rockets take the lead with a little over 5 minutes left on the clock. 92-91. Here's DiCarlo looking to drive inside. He has an open shooter. Khalif Dumbu misses what would have been a huge 3 to put the Knicks ahead. That was a great opportunity wasted away. Final seconds here of the shot clock. Jabari Smith hits the hook shot, and Houston is ahead by 3. Here is Jalen Green inside over to Davis. Davis fools Jason Tatum, and the Rockets are now ahead by 5. 96-91 with under 4 minutes to go. Anthony Edwards with it. He gets it to DiCarlo. Thought about the 3. Instead, he gets it to Royster, who is no good. Another really good opportunity there blown by the Knicks. 96-91. Here's Jaden Lewis-Cameron. He tries to get it to Smith, who does end up with it after a near turnover. And Anthony Davis is now with it. Davis is not going to make it. The shot rattles out. An unlucky roll. The Knicks can make it a one-score game once again. DiCarlo to Tatum. Tatum to Khalif Dumbu. It's a 2-point game off the 3 by Khalif Dumbu. 96-94. Jalen Green. Nice spin move. It's good. Bad shots. Jalen Green doesn't take bad shots. He only knows back shots. Shout out Josh Christopher. 4-point game. DiCarlo for Jason Tatum, who throws it down on Jalen Green. 2-point game with 2 minutes to go. This is it. If the Knicks can clutch up, they'll win the finals. Wide open 3 is good by Jalen Green. It's a 5-point game with under 2 to go here in the fourth quarter. DeCarlo over to Ramses. DJ Ramses inside. He will draw the foul from Jaden Lewis-Cameron. He would make both free throws, and so it is a 1-point game. Lonzo with it inside for Jabari Smith Jr. He does not make it. Great defense by Tatum. So now the Knicks can make it a 1-point game. Maybe they can even tie it here. DeCarlo out to Tatum for 3, and the tie! Jason Tatum connects. He's got 26, and he's on fire. DeCarlo, meanwhile, with a double-double, 20 and 10. 101-101. Grab your popcorn, folks. It's about to get good. Smith for the lead. No good! Another huge defensive stop by the Knicks. Jason Tatum particularly. And New York can take the lead. DeCarlo with the ball. He's been phenomenal all night. Over to Edwards. Doesn't get a good look. He gets it to Ramses. Super good defense here by the Rockets. The Knicks are kind of going to have to heave something up. Edwards for the lead. Bang! Anthony Edwards with an incredible shot. He'll make the mid-ranger. 2-point game. Biggest possession of the year for the Rockets. It's Smith again inside. Gets it to Lonzo. The Knicks, by the way, are in takeover mode likely for the rest of the game. What an opportunity. Smith blocked by Tatum. Great defense by the Knicks. The Rockets will not look to foul. DeCarlo going to take it himself. Risky play, but he will be fouled by Lonzo Ball and will go to the line to shoot 2. If he makes them both, it's a 2-possession ball game as he sinks the first one, and it's a 3-point lead for the Knicks. DeCarlo looking to take his time. Second free throw. Got it! It's a 4-point game. The Rockets are going to hold on to their final timeout. They're going to look to run a play here, and now they're going to use it. Okay. So the Rockets are out of timeouts here as they use their final one with just under 28 seconds left on the clock. All the Knicks have to do is 2 things. Clamp up on defense and crash the boards. If they do both of those things, they're going to be the NBA champions in a good 2 minutes. I do not want the Rockets to get good looks from 3, and if it's going to be anybody who gets the shot, it would be Jalen Green. I'd also watch out for Jabari Smith inside. They've tried to go to him. It hasn't really worked out, though, when Tatum and Royster have both been in the game, which is the case here. Huge possession for the Rockets. It's stolen by Tatum! Great defense by the Knicks, and Edwards is fouled by Jaden Lewis-Cameron. Jason Tatum's defense over the last 2 minutes might have just won the Knicks the NBA Finals. Multiple defensive stops, then he gets a block, then he gets a steal. So out of the timeout, Anthony Edwards is at the line to shoot 2. First one is good. It's a 5-point lead for the Knicks. Second one now for Ant-Man, looking to drive the lead up to 6. It is no good. The Rockets do not have a timeout. They got to move it. Anthony Davis brings it up the floor over to Lonzo Ball. The Rockets got to get a shot off quickly. Lonzo for 3. No good. Rebounded by Tatum. He hands it off to DeCarlo, who is fouled by Smith with under 10 seconds left on the clock. The Knicks can now make it a 3-possession game here, basically taking any realistic shot the Rockets have of winning. It's Cesar DeCarlo at the line. The first one is good. Biggest free throw of the entire franchise series so far from our number 1 draft pick, Cesar DeCarlo. The Italian stallion sends us home. 7-point lead. 9.3 seconds left on the clock. The Rockets again got to move quick. Jaden Lewis-Cameron heaves up a prayer, and it is good. 4-point game, 3.7 seconds left. The inbound will go to DeCarlo. The Rockets are not going to foul, and this game is over. For the first time in over half a century, the New York Knicks have won the NBA Finals. The Larry O'Brien Trophy is going to return home to Madison Square Garden as the Knicks win a championship in front of their home crowd. What a game, what a series, what a season. An unbelievable fight here from the Houston Rockets, a team who has been here in the finals. They won it just 2 years ago in 7 games against Cleveland. They had all the championship experience, but they couldn't get it done as Tatum rejoices in front of the Knicks crowd. This is ring number 2 for Jason Tatum after winning one in Boston a few years ago. The reaction from the bench, the reaction from DeCarlo, the reaction from the other guys on the floor. So special, a moment these guys will never forget. This team has faced so many trials and tribulations. From the issues early on in this series, from struggling in Season 2, to losing in Game 7 of the first round in Season 3 after DJ Ramses broke his leg, to being the number 1 seed last year and losing in 5 games into the second round, and then this year's playoff run was unlike no other. Pretty much every game was down to the wire, super close, just like this game, and the Knicks could not stay healthy. They went into the playoffs without Jared Allen, without Ochai Agbaji, 2 key role players on the roster, and it felt like damn near every other game there was a new injury. Royster punctures his lung. Tatum hurts his knee. Buddy Johnson hurts his elbow. Then Cam Reddish hurts his wrist. But guess what? It didn't matter. This team doesn't make excuses. They continued to get the job done, and they absolutely deserve this NBA title. A storied but cursed franchise finally gets a championship back into New York City as they beat the Rockets in 6 games with a 108-104 victory here in Game 6. So before we recap the season and see who wins for Finals MVP, I want to go over this game specifically. Legacy game here for Jason Tatum. 26 points, 9 rebounds, 6 of 8 from 3. But it was really Tatum's defense that was so key down the stretch. So many stops. He had a key block and a key steal within the final 30 seconds of the game. He was phenomenal. Cesar DiCarlo as well was fantastic. 24 and 10. He only missed 2 shots the entire game. Only 1 turnover as well. When Cesar DiCarlo is in go mode, he's different. And today he was absolutely in that mode. Ramses with 17. Edwards with 14. He hit the big mid-ranger to put us ahead late. Dembu 11. Royster 9 and 10. We shot the ball well from 3. We didn't turn the ball over too much. As for the Rockets, 27 for Green, 21 for Jabari Smith. But unfortunately for them, it was not enough. We didn't necessarily dominate the glass in the second half. 0 offensive rebounds. The turnover margin was about equal, but we got to the line a whole lot more than they did in the second half. And that's a big reason why we won this game, and we are now NBA champs. Who's going to win the Finals MVP, though? It's not Jason Tatum. It's not DJ Ramses. It's Zachariah Royster, who averaged 14 and 10 on really good shooting and great defense. Who would have thunk it? Zachariah Royster, a 21-year-old backup for most of the year, ends up winning the Finals MVP, and I'm completely good with it. He shot the ball well. He was a tough cookie throughout this entire series. He was great in the playoffs, averaging 15 and 12. And don't forget, he collapsed his lung not even a month ago in the second round against the Toronto Raptors, and here he is winning the NBA Finals MVP. What a road it has been in the playoffs, from a tough first-round series against the Pistons to a 7-game set against the Toronto Raptors in a series that we nearly lost multiple times, to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Nets, to a hard-fought NBA Finals against the Rockets. This team absolutely earned it. Everybody here is deserving of being an NBA champion. So that poses the question, what is next for this series? Usually after we win the first championship, I have a general idea what I want to do, whether I want to keep going or whether I want to go into the long-term sim. But I am actually really undecided, and I would like your guys' help down below in the comments, because I don't really know how I want to go about the rest of this series. The plan after this season was always to do a Season 6. Whether we won the Finals or not, that was always what I was going to do. However, this playoff run has ended up taking a lot longer than I expected. We're now in the month of August. NBA 2K24 comes out in a little bit over a month. And while I think I would have enough time to get through a quick Season 6, hopefully get through a quick playoff run and do the long-term sim, I'm not entirely sure if it's something I want to do. Madden 24 comes out in a couple weeks. That's going to be my main focus when it comes out. So because of that, my time with 2K is going to be a little bit limited. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Should we jump right into the long-term sim? Should we try to get Season 6 done in maybe 2 or 3 episodes before going into the sim? Let me know what you'd like to see down below in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the episode, the season, the series, everything. It's been a total blast here with this Knicks team, and we can now say we are NBA champions. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.